Hello students. Yesterday we have started the lesson number 10th, cell and cell organelles. Then we saw the names of the cells, organelles of the cell, okay, and where it is present, in which type of, so which organelles are present in plant cell and in animal cell, okay. And today we will see the activities that consume cellular energy inside it. Yesterday I told you that there are two types of activities are there that consumes the cellular energy. First is the endocytosis and second is the exocytosis. Endocytosis means to engulf or to take in or to swallow the food from other substances from outer environment. This is called as endocytosis. And excrete the waste material out of the cell, it is called as exocytosis. Means in our body how the we are taking food and excretion is doing, same way the plants also doing the same things, same processes, and these processes are called as a endocytosis, that is the to take food inside the body, and exocytosis means to do the excretion, okay. Processes those that don't consume cellular energy. So which processes are there? So these two processes are there, they consume cellular energy, means cells energy, they are using endocytosis and exocytosis. And some processes are there that don't consume cellular energy. So which are those two those processes? These processes are first diffusion and osmosis. So diffusion means entry or exit of small molecule of water, oxygen and CO2. Entry or exit of. Suppose this is the cell's body, okay, and inside it the entry of O2 or entry or exit of O2 and CO2 from cell's body is called as a diffusion. This is called as diffusion. And next it is a osmosis, the traveling of water part from more water part to the less water part, okay. What is given here? Traveling of water from part from more water to the less water, okay. For this there are three conditions, okay. So first condition is said, if the external environment has less water than the cell body, then what happens? The water from cell body is moving towards the outer environment, okay. What I told you, when the outer environment of cell's body has less water, then water from the cell's body, what happens? It goes outside the cell's body, okay. Second condition is that here in second condition, if the outer environment and the cell's inner body has a same quantity of water, then the both exchange or exchange of water takes place in both the, means outer water travel inside the cell's body, in cell's body's water travels outside the body, and this is the exchange takes place when there it has a same quantity of water outer side of the cell's body and inner side of cell body. Third condition is that when the water from cell's body is less than the outer environment, means outside there is a more water and inside there is a less water, then the water from outside the cell's body enter inside the cell. So these are the three conditions, okay. It depends on the water which is present inside and outside the cell's body. If it is And as we know that water always flows from um, high to low. Yes, so same thing is happening here. When it has a less outside, so more is there, from more to less it is, what happens, the water get travel. Second, inside, if same is there, the same exchange takes place in the entering and exit of the water takes place. And thirdly, in this, what happens here, the less water is cells body and more water is there outside the body. So water from the water from the more to high enter inside the cells body. Now here are three conditions. Osmosis and animal. Here it is plant cell we see. Okay, if you see the structure, this is the osmosis in plant cell, and here osmosis in the animal cell. Now if you see here, these cells are there, it gets shrink. Okay, so what happens here, the water from cells body, what happens, it travel outside the body. The meaning of it is that the cells means outer environment has less water content, so the water from the cell enter outside the body. In second condition, if you see here it is the exchange of both, means water enters also and water exit also in the same time. So this is the means the outer and external environment has the same quantity of water there. And third condition, inside, if you see here, the water enters inside the cell. The meaning of it is that the outer environment has the more water than the cell's body. So this is also same with the same thing happens like a plant cell in the animal cell also. Okay, so and these conditions are called as, in animal cell, if the water from the cell body travels outside, this is called as a hypertonic. If both water enters and exit, then this is called as a isotonic. It is called as isotonic. And water from the outer environment to the enter inside the cell body, it is called as a hypotonic condition. Okay. Now we will see the next part. So this is the osmosis. This process is called as a osmosis. Now research, keep 4 to 5 reagents. This experiment we have to do in your home also. You have to take reagents means manuke. Okay, that we have to put into the water. Okay, after some hour, what happens, the reagents which was shrink body, it becomes swallow and becomes turgid. And why this happens, the reason behind it is that the reagents are there, their body shrink, but when we are keep in the water, at that time the water outside that reagent's body is more than the reagent's body. So water from outer environment to the enter into the body of that which reagent, and that's why it swallows or it becomes turgid. Now what they told you here, keep the same reagent in the sugar solution and observe it in an hour. Okay, first as it is if we are taking, and afterwards we have to keep it into the sugar solution, and we have to note down what is the observation and discuss into the classroom. Okay, so wooden door fits very tightly in rainy seasons. Why this does it happen? The reason behind it is that in rainy season the water content is more in the environment, and due to this, dry wooden absorb the water, okay, from the outer environment to the, what happens, that water enter inside the wooden door, and due to this, what happens, the process of which, that is osmosis, and that process is called hypotonic situation is occur into the plant body, and due to this, what happens, the doors becomes fit very tightly in the rainy season. Okay, now we will see one by one these processes of osmosis, that is hypertonic, isotonic, and the next is the hypertonic, hypotonic, and the isotonic. So first condition is the isotonic. If you see here, you will notice that the water from the cell's body, it is traveling outside the cell body. Okay, so here in this, the medium outside and inside the cell has same proportion of water, then water does not go out or in. Okay, here they told you second process is taken at first only. The water from the outer environment and the inner environment of the cell body is same, then what happens, here they told you the medium outside and inside the cell has same proportion of water, and water does not go in or out. Okay, means does not go in or out. This is called as a isotonic situation. Second, it is the hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution, inside what happens, the cell has a less water than the outer medium. The cell has a less water than the outer medium. Then what happens? So the water enter the cell. So the water enter the cell, and this is called as a endosmosis. Example, the resins are kept in water. After some time they swell and becomes turgid. That I told you. So hypotonic solution is here. This is the example of the hypotonic solution. This, right? Now the next condition is given, an osmosis. Just now water does not enter and exit from the cell body, they told you. Okay, means exchange of water is not takes place here. Next, hypertonic solution. The cell has more water than the outside medium. The cell has more water than the outside medium. For that, if we are taking the example of grapes. So grapes are what? They are turgid. Okay, in that way. So what happens? The outer environment had the less water, and that's why when we are making the resins from the grapes, at that time water from the cell's body, what happens, goes outside or travels outside the cell body, and this condition we can call hypertonic solution. Okay, so the cell has more water than the outer medium, so water comes out of the cell. In fruit pieces are kept in thick saturated sugar solution. If we are keeping it in the saturated sugar solution, the fruit pieces enter, the water from the fruit pieces enter in the sugar solution. Okay, and so that the fruit pieces shrink after a while. So in above activity inside here, the research inside they told you that what, if we kept these resins into the sugar solution, the resins what happens, shrink again. Okay, and then if you are keeping in the water, it becomes turgid. These two conditions are there. So resins, if you are keeping into the sugar solution, it shows the hypertonic solution. Okay, now here a plant cell, animal cell is kept in the hypertonic solution. The water comes out of the cell by the process of exosmosis. There is a contraction of the cytoplasm. This process is called as a plasmolysis. Cytoplasm. Have you seen the fully turgid and rectangular cell of onion? Here, have you seen the fully turgid or rectangular cell of onion peelings? So here that we seen, I shown you last year, that is the how the cells, onion cells are there. If you see if you peel off the inner white covering of the onion, then you will see such a types of cell inside that covering of that onion. So cells of onion peeling. So here this green color I mark it, no, these are the cell wall. Okay, nucleus, this is the nucleus. nucleus, and the other it is the part of this cell is called as a cytoplasm, and here it is the remaining. So this is the cytoplasm, they shown with the dotted line, dotteds, and here it is this big one is the vacuole. Okay, so this is the cell structure, and cytoplasm is a fluid of plasma membrane and the nucleus. So what is cytoplasm? It is a fluid between plasma membrane and the nucleus. It is moving sticky substance. It is moving means it is like a gel or watery substance, and it has a cell organisms inside it. It is sticky substance. Cytoplasm is the medium for the cellular chemical reaction. Cytoplasm is the medium for cellular chemical reaction. The part of cytoplasm other than organelles is called as a cytosol. The part of cytoplasm other than organelles is called as a cytosol. Then cytosol stores vital substances. Which are those vital substances? Amino acid, glucose, and vitamins. These are the important substances. Okay, it is present into the cytosol. The next it is the here means what I told you, the cytoplasm is the medium for the cellular chemical reaction. Okay, if cellular chemical reaction we want to takes place in the cell's body, then cytoplasm is its medium. The part of the cytoplasm other than organelles means which are the organelles? The nucleus is there, Golgi apparatus is there, then mitochondrials, then reticulate venation. These are all the cell organelles. And other than cell organelles, the remaining part is called as a cytosol. From the cytoplasm, what? The cytoplasm has organelles and the cytosol. From the cytoplasm, if organelles we will take out, then remaining part is called as a cytosol. And cytosol store the vital substances I told you. These are the amino acids, glucose, and vitamins. In animal cells, cytoplasm is more granular and dense in the plant cell. Okay, means in animal cell cytoplasm is more granules means they are present. It is dense also in the plant cell. It is thin and mostly pushed into the periphery of larger central vacuole. Means in plant cell these organelles are there. These are what happens present towards the border of the cell. The reason behind it is that in plant cell the very big vacuole is present, and due to this what happens, the cell organelles are there, they are what happens moving towards the periphery of the cell organism. And plant cell animal cell has the more granular this structure you can see here. So today we will stop here only. This part of the lesson all of you learn, and the next part, that is the cell organelles we will study in tomorrow's lecture. Okay, thank you.